Okay, let's start with this photosynthesis equation. All right, let's figure out what our reactants are. The reactants are the things that we start with. So we start with carbon dioxide, so that's a reactant. And we also begin with water. We don't want to forget that light is the energy source, and energy is required for all living things. So light is what gets photosynthesis started, along with carbon dioxide and water. Our products, those are the things that are made. We have glucose and oxygen. Now, with the products, one of them is a useful product and the other is a byproduct. The useful product is what the plant is going to use and what it needs. In this case, glucose is the useful product, and oxygen is what we call a byproduct. So some of oxygen happens to be a waste, but since you remember plants also go through respiration, they do utilize the oxygen for respiration. So where does photosynthesis happen? You should immediately know it occurs in the organelle, the chloroplast. And here we have a picture of the chloroplast. And if you remember from your photosynthesis unit, you typically find the majority of chloroplasts in the leaves of plants. We have two reactions, the light-dependent reaction and the dark reaction. So we'll start with our light-dependent reaction, and let's go through the reactants. These are the things that are needed in order for the light-dependent reaction to occur. Of course, sunlight is needed because it is dependent on light in order for the reaction to start. You also know that water is needed, NADP and ADP. And remember, ADP stands for adenosine diphosphate. And all of this occurs in the thylakoid of the chloroplast. So that's where all of this gets started. Now, what are our products? We have oxygen, NADPH, and ATP. ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. And this ATP has lots of energy. So the energy from ATP is going to be used later. The products from this reaction, we will see those are used during the dark reaction, also known as the Calvin cycle or light-independent reaction, because this reaction can occur in the absence of light. What's needed for this reaction happens to be carbon dioxide, NADPH, ATP. Our products for the dark reaction is glucose. And remember, that's the food source for the plant. And the dark reaction occurs in the stroma, which is located in the chloroplast.